Start recording. All right, YouTube. I moved my camera more up to the top now. We're gonna see how this looks instead of being in the bottom of the screen. YouTube buys coming into the day a little mixed right now. I really want to see what price wants to do, because we can see on the higher time frame we came up 4 hour, respecting this 4 hour bearish fair value gap on ES, right? We even came into equilibrium, I'm pretty sure. Did we touch equilibrium? No, we didn't. But we're respecting this 4 hour bearish fair value gap. We're showing we want to respect it, especially if we inverse this 4 hour bullish. But as we can see over here on NASDAQ, we inversed that 4 hour bearish, and now we're respecting this 4 hour bullish as of now. But I want to see if we're going to inverse that and continue lower, right? Because we came up and we swept out this 4 hour high. ES didn't yet. And by doing that, we came down, took out London session lows on ES. NASDAQ didn't. Formed an SMT, took out that 4 hour high. So I want to see if that SMT is already complete, that hourly SMT. But we ended up taking that 4 hour high out. I want to see if we want to continue lower maybe. But again, I'm not just going to assume that ES is the correct index to follow, because we could come down, take out some sell side and continue higher if we want to. But NASDAQ showing me wants to be bullish. ES is showing me wants to be bearish. But I'm leaning maybe more towards bearish, because again, we took out those 4 hour highs on NASDAQ. ES didn't. And as of now, it looks like we're going to form an SMT off of those 4 hour highs, especially in the 4 hour time frame. If we do that and inverse this 4 hour bullish for value gap, I'm going to be bearish all the way down to these 4 hour lows. All these lows down here. I'll circle all these. But again, we'll see. We'll see. We got news at 10 a.m. I'm not too worried about it. Consumer confidence in Richmond Manufacturing Index. I'm not really worried about that. But again, I kind of want to wait till 10 a.m. anyway to figure out. I feel like it'd give me an overall better read of where the market wants to go, in my opinion, seeing where that 10 a.m. candle closure happens in the higher time frame. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We broke structure on the hourly time frame too on NASDAQ. Yes, we didn't. Yeah, I'm just gonna focus on sitting back right now, based off the way I just trade. When I'm uncertain, I like to just stay away. When something sticks out to me and it says, this might happen, that's when I'll start considering something. But worst case scenario, I don't take a trade. That's about it. Yes, sir, Eric. All right, look at this. Market open dumper. Market open dumper. Let's see if we even want to take out previous day low and continue higher. That could be an option too, because previous day low is a strong draw. ES is coming for it. Again, and if price just wants to dump, I'm going to let it dump. But if we close and we inverse that 4 hour bearish and we look like we want to have a retrace up, that's what I'm going to look for, especially like 15-minute time frame. Like if we're just going to dump, take this out, and then let's see if we get a retrace back up and then respect this and then continue lower, that's something I'd look for instead of just trying to force a trade to the downside. We haven't even gotten a 5-minute retrace yet. It's just straight red candles. I like seeing a 5-minute retrace candle at least to even start looking to go down. All right, I'm going to cut the chat, guys, right now and just vibe out and trade. Boom. Somebody sweep out this hourly low. There we go. All right, I'm going to X these out. Ooh. I'm going to X these out. We don't need these anymore. Yep, ES took it. Remember, guys, coming into each day, even when we have days like this where price is just running and there's no entry, and again, based off of your system, I don't know, you might find an entry. I literally have my checklist up right next to me. Even if you don't hit a trade, even if you take a loss, right? The mindset has to be coming in every day. Did I follow my rules? Did I follow my risk per trade? Did I follow my max trades per day? 1 trade, 2 trades? Did I alternate my groups? Blah, blah, blah. Did I target my 1 to 2 risk to reward? Did I let my trade fully play out? Did I manage it right? If those are all yeses, then that's a winning day. So yeah, I want to watch previous day low right now. I want to see if this is an area where we could get a reaction off of. That's what I'm going to pay attention to right now. That's a hard one, dude. That's a hard entry. As much as I'd love to take it, that's too deep. I'm gonna have to let her go. That's too deep. That's too deep for me. Yeah, even if my stop was below here, it's 75-point stop. It's too deep for me. Look at that wick. That'd be a nice entry. But I just wish it wasn't that high. That's the trade I'd target right there. Even the hourly high above. 106 points. I'm gonna sit on her. We formed that 5-minute SMT too. We did form that 5-minute SMT off previous day low. Do we want to get a retrace? Hey, we saw it. But that entry for me, I'm good. I'm good. We know this 4-hour was taken. What are our draws here? 15-minute. 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 Got that 4-hour. We got London over here. We got draws on ES. Even with the stop, I wanted 73 points. 73 times 2. With 1 micro, that's 146 per micro. So even 2 micros is more than my risk that I could take. It's 200, 250. So I'm fine with that. See if we can get a retrace. Target previous day high, New York session high. How many points is that away? Still got 167 points. All these draws above. Possibility. It looks like we want to respect this 4-hour. First TP hit. It's crazy how those play out sometimes too, but dude, God forbid we wanted to come back down. Fuck that. Let's see what happens when we take out these draws. Let's see if we get a retrace. Wow, straight through. Give me a retrace. Give me a retrace. Okay. Broke structure on the 5 too. Alright, I'm switched to bullish. I want to target these New York / previous day highs. That's what I'm going to go for. If I can get an entry. Swept out previous day low, got a nice reaction out of it. Formed a 5-minute SMT, broke structure on the 5-minute time frame, inverse 15-minute fair value gap, broke structure on the 15-minute time frame also, respecting a 4-hour bullish fair value gap. I expect this to go straight through up to that New York. Come on, baby. Give me something. Give me something. Give me some profit taking here. Give me a 5-minute retrace. Did anybody hit anything to the upside? Not yet. That's crazy though. Off of entry, if we took it, we'd be up 155 points already. It's all good. All good, Yas. I don't think you missed anything, honestly. Again, if your risk was to this, I just didn't take this because I didn't like the risk. It's that for me to even be comfortable though, like I'd want it underneath this low, and that's 101 points. Even below this body candle, this candle's body, it's 77 points, dude. That's a lot. That is a lot, in my opinion. Maybe if you like tried to take the trade like this and just did a tight stop, but like I just feel like sometimes we just get that quick move down and fill in this fair value gap. If we filled in that fair value gap, it would have been a different story, but I really want to target New York / previous day high up here. I would really like that. I would really like that. And we've got room. We've got 95 points, but are we going to get a 5-minute retrace? Are we just going to keep pumping? Yeah, I want to target all this. We have that new weekly opening gap right here too. I want to target all that. We have potential. Will we get it though? Will we get it? We do have news at 10, so again, news could push us down. I'd love to see a 5-minute retrace though. Would love to see it. See if they give it to us. So you got any 1-minute lows in this 5-minute? We do. We do. What do we got? We got 942. 942. I'm gonna mark some of these out. Let's do. I'm gonna mark some of these out. Ow. Come down into that 5-minute. Don't push up. Don't push up. Relative equal highs up top also. At this 15-minute, we got relative equal highs. Gonna be like a sniper right now. She comes into enemy territory right here. We're gonna wait for the shot, and then we're gonna fire and rock it up. Great execution. We did sweep this 1-minute low, but we don't have one here, but we could consider it as a 1-minute SMT, but I'd like to go a little bit lower. I'd like to go a little bit lower. Yeah, I wanted that too, Yas, but again, that entry was a little crazy. You don't, Z. You stick to your system and follow your rules. You don't gotta hit every move. Patience. Patience. Wait for the next opportunity. First opportunity's gone. It's in the past. Still potential setups. Come on, baby. Ooh. See if we touch right into this order block also. I'm vibing out to this music. I don't know if you guys can even hear it. YouTube can. Come on, ES. Come take out that 1 minute low. 5 minute retrace. Check. Check 1, 2. 5 minute retrace. How we looking on that 4 hour gap? How we looking? Oh, we're respecting it. What about ES? Oh, we're respecting it still. Where's equilibrium now? We got equilibrium too. We've got potential. Oh my god. Dude. Come on. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Are we looking on this 5? Got 40 seconds on this 5 minute. News drop in 1 minute. Gonna wait. 1 minute. S&T got invalidated. We were cocked and loaded. She didn't want to give it to me. How we look on that 4 hour? 4 hour fair value gap was respected. What did news come out as? Around neutral. Okay. How's that 5 minute looking still? All right, we're good. We're in equilibrium right now, so. Look, let's see if we come down right where that entry was at that first original move. I want to see if that's a spot where we're going to start to react off of. We're in it on ES. We're filling in this fair value gap now. Interesting. Equal highs put in on ES on the 1 minute. This could be an entry right here. I need a little bit more than a 1 minute inverse. I need a little bit more. We are reacting at a 5 minute fair value gap, 5 minute equilibrium. I need a little bit more. We do have equal highs right here in ES. I do think these are going to get swept. Let's see here. If we drew out equilibrium, let's see if we can respect equilibrium and break structure to the upside. I would like that. What's the stop there, though? 59 points. It's a little bit much. $59 points is a little bit much. It's $236 risk with 2 micros. A little bit much, mate. Did we form that 5 minute bearish? We did. We formed that 5 minute bearish. Trying to trick me, mate. Is that a 15-minute gap? Oh, it is. Okay. I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing, mate. Higher time frame holds higher power. Higher time frame holds higher power. Oh, we didn't break structure. I'm holding my teats. We already know we got an inverse. We broke structure on ES. We broke structure on ES. I'm holding. I'm waiting. I'm not in. I might get stopped out on this one. I went in on ES. I went in on ES. I really wanted to see us form a 1 minute SMT here. If we inverse this fair value gap here, I might exit. Shit. Come on, recover. We inversed it. Formed a 1 minute bearish. See if we respect this and get cooked. See if we respect this and get cooked. I only went in 3 on this one. If we inverse this, I'd love it. If we respect it, we're getting cooked. Because we did break structures to the downside in the 1 minute. But again, we did form that 5 minute fair value gap above that we're coming out of and respecting. So again, but we had a 15 minute fair value gap on NASDAQ. And that's why I went in, because I thought the 15 minute would run through that 5 minute. And we have relative equal highs above. See if we could push here. I'd really like to inverse this gap. I'm going to give it a chance. I'd really like to inverse this gap. I'm going to give it a chance. Because we are in a 15 minute fair value gap. And we're respecting it. I would expect us to inverse this 5 minute, but we'll see. Yes, inversed it. NASDAQ didn't. Hmm. That's a far take profit too, bro. That is a far take profit. At a 5-minute equilibrium, respected a 15-minute fair value gap, broke structure on the 1-minute time frame, inverse the fair value gap to the upside also. I waited for it. It came down, respected equilibrium. What do you want to do here? What do you want to do here? NASDAQ, you're scaring me over here. Scare me over here, NASDAQ. Got a 1-minute bullish. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Yes, Shomi wants to go higher. NASDAQ's not. Relative equal highs. What I am going to do is I'm going to take a partial here. And I'm going to let my last two run all the way to New York. And go to break even at that partial. So my first partial is going to be at 6883. I'm going to put it at 6883 on the dot. And then I'm going to go break even. And I'm going to run. I'm going to let her run all the way till 6930. Which is nuts. Take one off at 6924 and 6928. That's what we'll do. So we'll see what she wants to do here. I'm going to reduce my risk to below this low. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reduce it to below that low. ES took this high, so let's see. I don't want to form a 1-minute S&T off of this, but we did inverse this 1-minute gap that I wanted to on NASDAQ. Relative equal highs, too. Relative equal highs, too. What do you want to do? If you want to inverse that 5-minute, we'll be looking juicy. If you take this high, I'll even like it better. Okay. 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 I don't like that. I'm gonna take half partial here on my FTMO accounts. Took half partial. Reducing risk on ES. I want this to keep pumping here. Minute and 38 till this 5-minute candle closes. Would like to respect this 1 minute and keep continuing. I'm gonna hold. My first take profit's right at 83 on the dot. A little bit below this high. 83 on the dot. I might scale out here, dude. I might scale one out. Alright, I'm gonna scale one out here. And I'm gonna let the less do its thing. Oh shit. Fucking did the wrong thing, dude, like a retard. How many am I in? That was an accident. I bought another contract size like a doofball. Alright, I'm gonna go here. This is gonna be my break even. I'm reducing my risk on ES. What the fuck just happened? I ended up buying one and then I sold it right away, guys. That was fucked up. But why did it move my entry up more? That doesn't make sense. Why'd that move my entry up more? That doesn't make sense at all. Alright, I'm going to close my position on my FTMO accounts. Hold on. ES is right at that high. I'm going to get ready to close this. Alright, I'm going to close that. I'm out on NASDAQ. I made $887 on my FTMO accounts for 65 points. NASDAQ, I'm going to go break even. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm going to scale one more out here. Bang. And then I'm going to let this last runner run. I'm going to let it run. I'm break even. I'm going to scale. And I'm going to let it run. I'm going to let it run. But again, we got a good amount of profit right now. It's definitely reversals on. What's the next draw we have? Yeah, there's New York. It's New York highs. What's risk to reward here? We had it underneath this low. And we're around a 1 to 2 RR. I mean, I might just stick to my rule, bro. 1 to 2 risk to reward are. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stick to my 1 to 2 risk to reward. I'm out. That's a 1 to 2.1. I think I'm just gonna stick to my rules instead of going balls to the wall. Yeah, you gonna hold Wing Wong? I'm gonna exit out and just stick to my 1 to 2. I had one contract in. I think Nasdaq's gonna come up and take out those New York highs and those previous day highs. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I'll be upset with myself if I didn't hold this. We'll see. I'm not even gonna talk like that. I'm not upset with myself. I'm gonna follow my 1 to 2 risk to reward trade. It was a 1 to 2 regardless. The final TP was at 89. I think Nasdaq's gonna come hit that. ES has a little bit of a stretch. 37 more points. Solid trade though. Yeah, you're on the DAC. All right, that's better. Yeah, I think Nasdaq's gonna come take these out, but we've got some room on ES still. I think Nasdaq's gonna come take those out though. Yeah, I made 887 on my FTMO accounts. I hit a 1 to 2 point. Oh no, I didn't. Let's see. I had my stop below this low. What was my Nasdaq trade on FTMO? 1 to 6. So it's still good. Still good. Look at that trade though, guys. Like, come on. Overall, good ass trade. You hit break even, Z? Where'd you have your stop loss? Oh, this freaking TradeZella is glitching out again. I made 232 per account. Nothing crazy, but I went in 3 micros on that trade. I was risking 9 points. 9 times 5 was 45 times 3. I was risking 135 to make 232. Trade Zella, what are you doing, brother? Let's go, Wing Wong. Come on. Be 142 points. How many micros you going, Wing Wong? 2? How much is it at right now with 2 micros on a trade this big? Is it? Alright, good. These are on your main accounts too, right? You secured 140? Yes. Yeah, I don't blame you. You're almost there. I'd probably be trailing lows or something like that. Again, you managers, I'm going to shut up. You're in your trade. I'm going to shut up. You're on the lows, yeah. But I mean, regardless though, Wing Wong, if it tags you out at the low, dude, that's still a 103-point trade. That's fucking nuts. Like you gotta, and you let it run. Like even though, like look, I even took like profit right here. That's an extra fucking 40 points. You know. I got stopped at that low. Yep, there you go. That's a W trade though, right there, guys. That was pretty good. I took this trade on my FTMO accounts, and I'll send it in the chat because they're evals still. And then I took this on my PA accounts. 360 per account. Good shit, Wing Wong. Off 2 micros. Off 2 micros. How's that account looking now? Off 2 micros. Yeah, bro. And again, you could have the mindset of shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh, all my accounts could have been there. Blah blah blah. But let's talk realistic. Mentally, would you trade the same if you had all your accounts on the line and all the trades you took? Probably not. That's what I came to the conclusion to with when I was trading all 20. It's just like you could say, oh, I could have had all my copy. No. Yeah, it's like, no, like, again. Yeah. You don't trade the same. I wish I entered on NASDAQ on my PA accounts, but I just didn't like my risk. But again, shoulda, coulda, woulda. We still hit it on my FTMO accounts, but I exited on ES because ES just has so much room, dude. We have the potential to retrace. And I just secured what was given. I don't know why this isn't loading still. I made 232 per account with 3 micros on ES. So we still hit a 21-point trade on ES. This isn't bad. I'll be honest with you though, I kind of started getting a little crazy in my mind because I accidentally bought in another contract and then sold it right away like an idiot, which is just fine. It's fine. Why isn't this updating? There we go. There we go. Still made 1.16K today in a day, guys. Look at this month, bro. Wing Wong, you're probably looking pretty similar, dude. Going from fucking this to this. 10K month. That's crazy. Again, this is a little bit less of losses because those 5 accounts that we blew. So you got to keep that in mind. But this was a $9,000 loss when we had them. But still, I mean, yeah. All right, my video this real quick. Okay, we hit this trade on my FTMO eval account, the new one that we activated, and then we hit this trade on our PA account. So we made $232 per account, so around $1,000. I messed up on one of my exits right here because I manually exited and I accidentally bought another contract, so I sold it, and that kind of tweaked me out a little bit. So I ended up just taking my full position here. I wanted to let it run all the way to New York session highs, but I feel like that was just it's a big move. So I took what I was given, entries, exits. We could see it on ES, right? You can see all that. And then on my FTMO accounts, hold on, you can't see my password. We made $887,000. I wish $887. And this is eval, right? This is an eval account. It's a new one I activated because I blew the other one like a retard. Excuse my language. But yes, $887. But then this is the real PA accounts. So this is fake money. Got to pass this still. Real money. All right. Okay, we hit this trade on my FTMO eval account, the one that we activated, and then we hit this trade on our PA account. So we made $232 per account, so around $1,000. I messed up on one of my exits right here because I manually exited, and I accidentally bought another contract, so I sold it, and it kind of tweaked me out a little bit. Guys, we have full drawdown on every single account. Again, 10 of them are new, but I feel like that was just it's a big move. So I took what I was given, entries, exits, we could see it on ES, right? You can see all that. And then on my FTMO accounts, hold on, I can't see my password. We made $887,000. I wish. 800
fungicide before disease takes hold. So when hot humid days like this, your soybeans look like this. Revilock fungicide is effective against the most.
All right, YouTube, peace out. I'm gonna stick with the Discord. Again, I probably could have. I don't know. I think I did the right thing. I'm going to go back and watch it again. At the moment, I do. But again, when you're thinking in the moment of like, you have to, when you're trading live in the markets, if you make a mistake, you pay for it and you can't go back and fix it, right? I was comfortable taking my profits here because again, it was a 1 to 2 risk to reward. If we look at my rules, I have my rule system out right here. You guys can see it. And again, target 1 to 2 risk to reward trades. We hit the target for the day. I liked it. I think NASDAQ's going to come up and take out those New York session highs. But ES is far. Okay, we can form an SMT off of it. It looks like we're slowing down. I'd rather take my profits. Again, I could have went in probably a bigger position size. But I don't know. I did what I was comfortable doing. I risked less than I usually do. Right, I risked around 100 and something per account. I forget the math, but we still hit a 1 to 2 risk to reward. And we followed our overall system on this trade. Yeah, that was first take profit. So regardless, yeah, I mean, we hit 2 solid trades. We made money on my FTMO accounts. I'm going to trade these better because again, mentally when I activated new accounts with bigger drawdown, I had those 10 evals that I had already passed and they were going to expire, and I started going crazy on those PA accounts and ended up blowing those. I feel way better just being relaxed, following my overall long-term system. Wing Wong, he's in the Discord. He even sees it. Like, he could be somebody that, like, you can get proof from. He was in drawdown, but he trusted his system, and he kept just following the system, right? Even if he'd scale down a little bit, he'd target his 1 to 2. He even lets runners run. Like, today, he targeted he let this baby run, like a 1 to 3. But again, it's like you're going to have moments when you're in drawdown, but you got to stick to your system and trust it. And it's like way more easier to trade when you trust your system. And yes, it takes longer. Yes, it takes longer to get a payout, blah, 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 this and that. But that shouldn't be the main goal. I feel like that's just focusing too much on the money. But things can turn around quickly. They really can. Once you start going on a winning streak again, and it's just all part of probability at the end of the day. You're going to go on losing streaks. Out of 100 trades, do the math, put it into ChatGPT if you have like a TradeZella or something like that. Go up and screenshot your win rate and your profit factor and all that stuff, and it'll tell you within 100 trades, like the percentage of you going on a 5 or a 4 or a 7 trade losing streak. It's more possible than you think, and it's going to happen in your trading journey, but that really defines who you are as a trader. And again, you just got to stick to your system and keep following it, not oversizing, not doing stupid things. And again, I did that recently because I had extra evals I could activate. I went balls to the wall on it because why not? And again, we could see that when you try and rush the process, it never works. Yes, you might get a payout, but we've been through this before in the past. Like, you might get a payout or two, but that's not going to last long term. We're trying to focus on long term consistency. So again, I feel more comfortable taking trades. I feel comfortable holding trades. This is a solid trade today. Reason why I took it to the upside, even though we had a 5-minute fair value gap above. If we look at NASDAQ, and again, I'll make the trade recap later, we were in a 15-minute fair value gap. Higher time frame holds higher power. You're going to hear that throughout your trading journey, and it's true. So I believe that 15-minute fair value gap was going to overpower that 5-minute, and that's what happened. And we continued higher. We had relative equal highs above in this area. And again, I truly believe NASDAQ. Holy shit, I just died. NASDAQ's probably going to take out these New York session highs, but again, regardless, on the FTMO accounts, we hit a 70-point trade, and on the PA accounts, we hit a 21-point trade on ES. Cool. All right. Peace out. I'm going to talk to some people in the Discord. And again, the Discord is private, so you can't get in right now. I'm sorry. I just want to focus on with these people because, again, I'd rather just be around people who want to see you win and stuff. Some people get annoying. And again, I'm still focusing on growing as a trader. And that's just the honest truth. So, peace out.